Hello and welcome to Tech24. I'm Annelies Borges. In today's show, we take you to Las Vegas for the 2013 International CES. 3,000 consumer electronic exhibitors show their latest creations and hope to set the tech trends for the coming year. And in our Enlightened Test segment, we check out a bright idea from Philips. Its new Hue light bulbs are the smartest you have ever seen. It's that time of the year. Just 2 weeks after unwrapping your Christmas presents and you realize the gifts you received are already old. The Consumer Electronics Show, known as CES, takes place this week in Las Vegas. This is where all the latest announcements from the world's biggest technology brands are made. The place where global trends in gadgets begin. Brands like Sony, Panasonic, LG hope to focus the world's attention on their new devices, an estimated 20,000 product launches in 4 days. The first CES was held in New York City in 1967. The event had 17,000 visitors and 100 exhibitors. Since then, the International CES has grown to become the world's largest trade show for consumer technology, where many notable products were first introduced, like the VCR in 1970, the CD in 81, and the DVD in 96. This year, 150,000 people from 150 countries explored the 1.8 million square feet of the Las Vegas Convention Center. This is the largest show floor in the event's 45-year history. Mark Edwards is with me in the studio. Mark, CES has never been bigger, and yet Microsoft has decided not to participate, and giants like Apple and Samsung are known to organize their own events to launch their products. Is this a signal that perhaps interest in this giant tech fair might be waning?
I personally do not think so, Annelies. I mean, the fact is it's become a more global brand. We're getting a chance. There's the big names, some of them have pulled out, but we're getting a chance to see other local, but who are big in their local markets, such as China, where we've got ZTE and Huawei are going to be showing us what they're doing. Yes, Apple are not there, but they're never there. They introduce their own thing. Microsoft pulling out, potentially that's highlighting the state of the market for them, genuinely to do with PCs anyway. The fact is, we've also got a wider ranging set of exhibitors. We've got car companies, for instance, your Audis, your Fords, your Hyundais, they're all coming in, and we've got Toyota showing us their brand new driverless car technology. So bigger, better, certainly not dying out, that's for sure.
All right, well, now let's have a look at a couple of trends that are at the CES this year. Analysts are talking about a couple of major themes. First, PC makers trying to prove their industry is not dead, and television that promises to be another highlight this year. Ultra high definition TV is the new name for what used to be called 4K. That's television with 4 times the definition of a standard HD TV. What do you expect from these trends? For example, are we going to change? Are we going to upgrade our screens?
I mean, it's very exciting, but then again, in CES 2012, we said the same thing about 3D televisions and smart TVs. Now, smart TVs did spike in sales, but the research has been done and they're not actually using much of the functionality. It's simply because the screens are a lot clearer. 3D doesn't quite have the content, gives you a bit of a headache as well when you look at it. And the fact is, ultra high definition is fantastic. It gives you a far more cinematographic feel. It really immerses you in the experience. But the first ones have gone on sale in South Korea. 55-inch from LG, 7,000 euros. Still out of the price range.
Yes.
Now let's go back to the question about the PCs. It's uphill struggle. The fact is, the CES is all about smartphones and tablets, and really, I think what we're seeing is a blurring of the lines. The PC manufacturers are trying to sort of talk up the smart bits of their tablets. They talk up the smart bits of their PCs with the touch screen. You'll see a lot of keyboards that are pulled apart. The fact is, Microsoft Surface, it was supposed to bridge that gap between the tablet and the PC. Sales of 700,000 units. The market has spoken for itself. Has it revolutionized the market? That's a big no. PCs are struggling, and CES is all about the smartphone.
Is there a last chance, maybe? Or
I wouldn't want to be the one to predict that, but it's certainly an uphill struggle.
Many notable products were first introduced at CES, but there are also some flops. You mentioned 3D TVs, for example. Why do you think some gadgets simply don't become trends?
Well, marketing, timing, some come too early. You know, Microsoft unveiled their web TV in the 90s, and you know, now that's a big thing, but back then, absolute flop. But we've had huge successes. You talked about the CD, you know, the DVD, Blu-ray, which was released, said it was going to be a flop. Now it's obviously not. So successes and flops.
All right, thanks for that, Mark. We'll move on now because it's time for Test 24. It may look like a simple light bulb, but this is Philips Hue, a wireless LED light bulb system remotely controlled via smartphone. You can create light settings based on your favorite photos, choose from expert light recipes to help you relax or concentrate, or even set timers to wake you up and pace your day. Mark, Philips Hue was chosen Best Product of 2012 by Forbes blogger Seth Porges. How exactly does it work?
Right, so Annelies, we've got a lamp. It looks like a standard lamp, but it's a Philips Hue lamp, and that's connected to a bridge, which is just below, which is like a router, if you will. It's like the brain. It's the brain of the whole operation. And then we've just got it. It can be on any smartphone, any tablet. I've got it here on the iPad, the application. And all you do is you control it around, and you can, as you've said, you can change the color to determine what kind of, you know, what setting you would like your room to look like. Well, one of the features I quite like, you can take a photograph of a specific, some place that reminds you of a happy place, some maybe a little sort of tropical island that you've spent some holiday on, and the light will reflect that as well.
This remote-controlled house is a big trend for 2013. Are there any downsides to this product?
So double-edged sword, as you said, you can turn it on remotely, which is fantastic. You know, say you're working late or you're away on holiday. What you'll want to do is obviously put it on so to make sure there are no burglars. The problem is you can't schedule more than one alarm, and that, unfortunately, they've really missed a trick here, Philips. I don't want to be the one telling this big house what they should be doing, but the problem is that you can't, for instance, schedule it continuously, 2 different alarms to put people off, to kind of have your own light, ultra high definition burglar alarm. And they've really missed a trick, because effectively, yes, you can do it manually, but that's like purchasing a dog and then, you know, barking yourself. It's crazy, right?
Great analogy there.
But unfortunately, the other thing is the price. The price, that's what I really was hoping it would be a lot better. The starter kit gives you 3 bulbs and all of the stuff that we described before, and the app comes, you download it for free. It comes at 240 euros, which is pretty steep. It's pretty steep when you can just go and buy a red, you know, light bulb for kind of 5 euros. And also each light bulb is 60 euros. I think once the price is down, it could be a sellable product. Right now, it's probably a bit more of a fun thing to kind of show off to your girlfriend when you turn the lights slightly red for the first time.
All right. Thanks for that, Mark, and thank you for watching this edition of Tech 24. Don't forget, you can give us your feedback on the show via Facebook or on Twitter at TechF24. And we leave you today with some of the best in record-breaking of 2012. The Guinness Book of World Records put together a compilation of some of the highlights from the past 12 months. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.